Hello everybody. Okay, today I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do a little review on this older GoPro action camera. This is the GoPro Hero Plus, and I bought this new at Walmart back in August of 2016. I paid about $170 for it, and let me tell you why I bought this camera. Originally, I wasn't into buying action cameras. I didn't think I needed it. I'm not one of those people that's riding around on jet skis or mountain bikes or parachuting out of planes. That's not what I do, right? So I had no intention of ever buying one. I went on vacation one year and I had purchased this little Panasonic Lumix. I got it at a pawn shop probably for about $15 or $20. Has GPS on it, had manual controls, and it worked really great. I really love this camera. And unfortunately, I was on a sailboat one day, and when the little ride I was on finished, they went ahead and they beached the sailboat, and I jumped off the sailboat with this in my pocket. I jumped into about maybe knee-high water, and what I didn't know was that coming up behind me was this huge wave, and that wave pretty much it drenched me from the waist down. So this camera was in my pocket, it got soaking wet, and that was the end of this camera right here. But it worked really, really great for the time I had it, for the time I used it, sorry. Okay, so let's get back to the GoPro Hero Plus. So the GoPro Hero Plus, it is at the low end of the GoPros. I think at the time the Hero 4 was the top end model during this time in 2016, and this would have been the very low end of it. This is the introductory GoPro. So let's go over some of its specs real quick. Right here it says it's waterproof down to 40 meters or 131 feet. It captures video at 180p, 60 frames per second, 8 megapixel images, and it has Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. That way you're able to control it with the GoPro app on your smartphone. What else? It has a built-in microphone. It supports up to 64 gigs SD card, and has ultra wide angle lens. Not bad. Okay, so let's talk about it just a little bit. So you have 3 buttons, one up front, one on top, this side. Okay, this one right here turns it on. You hold it down for a few seconds and it powers up, just like that. If you press it again for a second, it scrolls through the different functions. Right now it's on video, now it's on photos, now it's on burst, and this is time lapse. Then it goes to the setup of the camera, like the volume and some other different parts of the setup, and then back to video. This allows you to change, in this case it's on video, some of the settings in video. Press that and it shows you a little menu where you can change some of it. So let's see, let me exit out of here, exit. Okay. Alright, this top one, since I'm on video right now, this top one, if I press it, it'll begin recording in video. If I'm on photo, I press it, about 2 seconds later, it'll take a photo. Okay, if I'm on burst, press it, after about 2 seconds, it'll start taking I think a five shot burst of photos. Okay. Time lapse, same thing. Press it. 2 seconds later, it starts taking a picture about every 2 seconds until you stop it, or until it runs out of memory or the battery dies. It also has Wi-Fi built into it. To turn the Wi-Fi on, you hold this button down for a couple of seconds. Let's see. A little blue light that turned on, that tells you that the Wi-Fi is now on. So it blinks every few seconds just to let you know that it's still on. Turn it off, same thing, hold it down for a few seconds and it'll blink. Alright, it's off now. Turn the camera off, you simply hold the front button down, it turns off. Alright. Okay, to open up the back of it, same as some other GoPros. Back here we have the USB connector to charge it and to download some of the video off of it. Right there you have a red LED. When it's charging, that'll be on. The SD card right there. Okay. Alright. This is what's called the skeleton backdoor. Right here. This is to be used only if you know you're not going to be in the water or you're not going to be in dusty or sandy conditions. Okay, like indoors. To remove the back door, you bring it down to about this angle and you pull down on it, it comes off. This is one of the waterproof doors. This is an extra one that I bought actually. And then you just clean it down and now it is waterproof down to 40 meters. Okay. Right there. This is the original back door for it, and I stuck a floaty onto it, a GoPro floaty, and it does work. This will float with this thing on it. Alright, there. Okay, there you go. Put the floaty on. Just like that. Okay. Alright, the battery, I've gotten probably a bit over 2 hours on battery life with this. It's not bad. Alright. If this skeleton backdoor is on, you can get some audio out of it. Some audio. It's not very good audio. If you have this backdoor on, you're not getting anything at all. Maybe little mumbles, little noises in the background, maybe the sound of water. That's about it. You really can't get very much audio out of this. Okay. When I first bought this, and I had the original SD card in that I bought, I don't remember what it kind of was, but I had bought an SD card for it, and it worked fine the first year that I used it. And then somewhere along the way, I must have updated it. I think it's version 1.5 on the software update, the firmware update on it. And I guess it required a better SD card after that, because this past summer I used it again and I recorded a video for about 5 minutes on it. And I want to say about every 15 seconds it would like skip. The video would be playing and then it would just jump to maybe 5 seconds later. And I was trying to figure out what was wrong with it. I thought maybe I needed to update the software again, the firmware. But what I did was I bought a better micro SD card and that seemed to work. So make sure you have a really good micro SD card in here, really fast one, and it should work just fine. Alright. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go over some images that I took with this earlier today, just so you can, have a good idea of what it's capable of. All right, and after that, I'll go ahead and give you my opinion on this camera and who should be using it and about how much they cost these days. Alright, so let's go ahead and watch some of the images off this camera. Alright, so y'all saw the images off of it. You know, to me, it's not that bad. It's pretty good. Considering this camera is a little bit older, but it's still producing some decent images. So, my opinion on the camera, I think it's still a pretty good little GoPro. If you don't own a GoPro, or even if you do, and you need an extra camera for whatever reason to get a different angle, you know, the highest it'll shoot is at 1080p, which still isn't bad these days. I think it's pretty good still. Who's it for? Who should use this? Well, definitely not if you're a vlogger. If you expect to be pointing at it yourself and speaking into it, the audio on this is pretty much unusable. If you have a microphone on the side somewhere, then okay, then you can do a vlog with it. But just by itself, attaching this to your little selfie stick type thing, taking video of yourself, no. The audio on this is not going to be very usable. The people that should be using this are going to be people that maybe they want to take video underwater, take pictures underwater. You want to just put it down somewhere, do a time lapse until the SD card fills up, or also if you want to mount it onto something like a bicycle, on a car, something like that, somewhere where you're not speaking to it, then I think that would work great. Also, like on a helmet for people that are like on motorcycles, I think it'd be great for that. Is it worth it right now in 2019? Well, it depends on your budget and how much they cost. I think right now they're selling for about maybe $40 to $50 on eBay, and at that price, if you're on a tight budget, then it wouldn't be bad to pick it up. You know, if you don't have an action camera already, and if you can find one for $40 or $50, it wouldn't be a bad deal. Especially, you know, if you've never been able to take video, let's say underwater, and one of these comes up, and for the first time you're able to take video underwater inside of a swimming pool, you know, it's wonderful. It's wonderful to be able to do that. To not have to worry about whether the camera's gonna short out on you, like my other one did. So yeah, I think this is worth it, even now. And it's always good to have an extra camera. You can't always have too many cameras, or you can't ever have too many cameras, right? So that's my opinion on it, and that's what I think about it. I really do like this. I still use it. I used it today. I'll probably keep using it this coming summer. You know, it's a really good little camera. And today's prices, $40, $50, it's not bad. Alright, well, once again, it's my opinion, and I hope you all enjoyed watching the video. And thank you all for watching.